Hey guys, I want to make a video for you about growing your network. As a new coach, you're like, okay, I know what I need to do, I know what I want to do, but how do I do it? I don't know anybody who is going to do this, none of my friends want to do it, stuff like that. Some of us are going to be lucky and have a really good warm market, which means like a lot of your aunts, cousins, best friends, sisters, coworkers, people that you go to school with, that kind of stuff, are going to really be interested in what you're doing right away, which is really cool in the beginning of your business because it helps you hit those Success Club goals right out of the gate. Some of us don't have as supportive of warm markets, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful in this business at all. My warm market didn't really warm up to me until about 6 months into my business. So, um, maybe they come around, maybe they don't, but you keep going on without them. So, today I want to talk about growing your network to be outside of that warm market, which is what's called our cold market, which is people that we don't know as well, people that you don't feel comfortable being like, you're my best friend, you're doing this type thing. So I grow my network in a number of ways. Basically, what it means to grow your network, if you're wondering what that even means, is adding the eyes that are on your content. So, like, I run my business mostly off of Facebook. That's the social media platform that I've really decided to push and excel in. And now that I'm kind of mastering Facebook, I'm starting to try to get better in Instagram and Pinterest and blogging. So I'm learning about those, but I can talk right now about Facebook for sure. And if you want to touch on some of the other platforms, I'm going to be creating videos about those as well. But basically what it means is that I run my business off of Facebook, which means that I talk about what I'm doing, I talk about my business, I talk about my challenge groups, coaching, I advertise for my stuff, my free cleaning groups, my challenge groups, everything off Facebook. And that's how I get most of my challengers and most of my coaches, is by people either coming to me because of my posts and asking for my help, or me building relationships and talking to them and then inviting them, and then them accepting and saying, yeah, I'd love to try that, and doing it with me. So you constantly want to be growing the amount of eyes that are on your stuff, because eventually you're going to invite everybody. If you have 500 friends and you keep it at that, you're going to go through those pretty quickly, because a lot of them will be no's or not right no's. So then you're going to get to all your yeses, and then you're going to be out of people. So you need to be growing your network and growing the people that you can invite, talk to, and the amount of people that can see your posts and, start following you and want to join you. So the way that I do this is a number of ways. The first way is sharing really good content. If you share something really inspiring and, a really cool video with workout moves or something like that, people will share it. Then you can look and see who shared your post and see who liked it on their Facebook, and then you can add them, okay? Another cool thing is if you are posting really good content and you have your page set to public, then people will be liking your stuff. So then it shows up in their profile as, whoever, Julia liked this and this post of whoever. And then other people might like your post just from seeing it there, but they're not your friend. So they're seeing that one post, but they don't see everything that you're doing on a daily basis. So I will scroll through my likes on a post at the end of the day, or maybe a couple days later, and see if there was some likes from people that aren't my friends. And sometimes there will be like 3 or 4 at the very bottom. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. It's going to be all your friends first, and then the people that aren't your friend. And then I'll add them. Another way that I add Facebook friends is by adding friends of friends. So if I have some friends that I know are like similar and, like a lot in common with me, that I've already invited to coaching and they weren't interested at the time, but they're around my age and maybe they have like a toddler and stuff about me, I'll actually go to their Facebook, I'll click on their friends icon, and then I will click on all of their friends and scroll past the mutual ones, and then I will look through their friends that they have and kind of sort through them and peek and see who looks like they'd have a lot in common with me, and then I'll add them. And then I'll actually shoot them a message, and exactly what my message says, I'm going to read it to you so you can be writing this stuff down, is, hey, so and so. I know this is random, but I saw that we have some mutual friends, and I'll list a couple, or I'll list the person who I found them through. Um, I'm always trying to find more people who have kids or who, whatever it is in common with me that made me want to message them and add them to connect with on social media. I hope you don't mind me adding you with a smiley face. That's it. And then hopefully they'll be like, oh, it's fine, and accept, or maybe they'll not accept you and ignore it, whatever. But you just write their name on your friends added list for that date. Then you can check back in a day or two and see, and then you can start a conversation and move on, or you can see that they did not accept, and then you just forget about that and go on to the next. So I'll do that by adding friends of my friends. Another big way that I add people is in groups. So an assignment that I want you to do is sit down with a piece of paper and make a list of about 4 to 5 things that make you you. So aside from fitness, aside from being, a beachbody enthusiast and a healthy eating enthusiast, what makes you you outside of this business? So for me, my list, as an example, is I'm a mom, I'm a stepmom, I'm a newlywed, I'm a fur baby mom, I have a French bulldog, I like to run. I know that's fitness related, but not beach body related. So I like to run. Lake life. I grew up on a lake. Midwest. I'm from the Midwest. What's some other ones that I have? A breastfeeding mom. I breastfed Jackson for a year. So that's an example of some of the things that make me me. Oh, I'm an aunt. So these are all things that I have typed in, and you have to kind of play around with this. You go to the search bar at the top of your Facebook, and you type stuff in like that, like breastfeeding mom chat groups, and you're going to get a lot of pages that are like, you can like them and you'll see posts from those pages, but that's not what you want. You want chat pages where you can actually join the group. Somebody approves you joining it. And then there's people in there that write in and, ask questions and, like I'm in a toddler mom one, and they talk about the things that their toddler does that drives them crazy and stuff like that. So then you can comment and like, and then you can post and get feedback from people who have this thing in common with you, which is cool, and grow that relationship, and then add them so that then they're on your Facebook. And then, send them the same message like, hey, I know this is random, but we're in the toddler mom group together, and I just love your posts, and I like to be surrounded with people who are like me on my social media, so I hope you don't mind me adding you. Right there. And click add. And then now they're seeing your content that you're posting every day because of your power hour, right? So every day you're posting really powerful, good posts that are leading people to start to follow your journey with your business. And they're seeing your posts, they're seeing what you're doing, and now you can either build a relationship and invite them, or maybe they'll reach out and message you and be like, hey, tell me about your next challenge group that you just posted about, So groups for me have been really successful, but it really is hard. You have to search in that search bar and find some that will work. You might not be able to find anything in that category about you that you wrote down. You might find one that's just really weird and you decide you don't want to be in it. It's kind of just trial and error. You got to try and hope that you find one that really works for you, or a couple that really work for you would be best. The last way that I want to talk about adding friends is something that I just recently started doing. So at the same search bar at the top where you would type in, to find somebody's page, you can actually type in friends of friends that, and then fill in the blank. So like an example would be, let's say you're from Minneapolis. You could do friends of friends that live in Minneapolis. Search. Then you'll click on the people tab. Instead of, there's going to be one that says like, places, whatever, you click on people, and it's going to be a list, gazillions long, of friends of your friends that live in Minneapolis. So right there, you can kind of scroll through, find ones that look best for your niche, your target market, and then send them a message saying, hey, so-and-so, I know this is random, but I saw we have Julia as a mutual friend. I hope you don't mind me adding you. I'm just always trying to find more people who I have, who are around this area to connect with. I hope you have a great day. Boom, add them to your follow-up list to see if they accept your friend request, if they come back, build a convo, move on without them, whatever. But I've been doing this lately, and it's nice. You can do it for different things. So like you can do friends of friends that live in wherever, or you can do friends of friends that like Target, or friends of friends that like Britney Spears, I don't know, stuff like that, stuff that you have in common with them, stuff that you like, and places that you live and places that you go, friends of friends that like Disney World page or whatever. So search those things and then find people and then send them those messages and add them to your contact list so that you can see if that relationship ever grew, if they ever accepted, so on and so on. So those are the ways that I really add friends to my network. I shoot to add at least 3 to 5 people a day. I will try to go through and send like messages to people about 10 a day, because you got to figure that some of them aren't going to accept or get your message. So yeah, that usually will get me around 3 to 5 new friends a day. And like I said, this is important because right now maybe you only have, look at how many friends you have. You have 500 friends maybe. So you only have that many chances of getting people to like, comment, join your stuff that you're advertising on Facebook. As you grow that number to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, it's all going to go up. So growing your network is really, really, really important, guys. I know it seems like a small, little, dumb task, but adding 3 to 5 people a day will add up. Think about how many people that is a year from now. And if you want your business to grow, then you know that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, and you're going to have to be here in a year. And in a year, I guarantee you, if you're doing these little steps, like adding those people every day, your business will have been growing and your income will reflect that. So make sure that you do this task on your power hour, okay? Bye.